Most people think of helium as the stuff to fill party balloons, but it also has a range of scientific and industrial uses. And with a dwindling U.S. stockpile, there's now a need to fill the gap. Turns out Saskatchewan could help Canada experience a helium rush. Allison Dempster reports.
At a geology lab in Regina, core samples drilled about 60 years ago are getting a second look. Geologist Melinda Yurkowski is on the hunt for helium. She's mapped out where exploration companies are likely to find it, in southern Saskatchewan's Precambrian basement, trapped in rock that's about 1.8 billion years old.
Some of the percentages of helium are actually world-class.
Yurkowski isn't the only one interested in these old core samples. Over the past year, there's been a flurry of requests for helium exploration permits in Saskatchewan.
It's actually quite busy right now. We've got a number of companies that are doing some exploration and have actually developed some wells in the southwestern portion of the province.
Why the helium rush? Well, as any party supply store owner will tell you, it's pretty simple. The price is up.
It's gone up 100% since 2013-14.
The helium market is volatile these days, largely because the U.S. government has decided to sell off its stockpile of the gas. It built up a Federal Reserve in the 60s when helium was still considered a strategic military resource. Now it wants out of the business by 2021, and that has producers looking north to fill the gap. This well was drilled decades ago by an exploration company looking for natural gas. Helium turned up instead. Now that helium is being tapped by an American company. It started up this processing plant earlier this year. Harlan Highsaw used to work for an oil and gas company. Now he fields jokes about whether he has to make sure the equipment at the helium plant doesn't float away.
We get a lot of questions about just helium in general because that's, as far as people know, it's basically for balloons, but a lot of people don't understand what else it's used for or what it can be used for.
Of course, helium isn't just good for entertaining. It gives airships a lift and helps deep-sea divers breathe safely. It's also used as a coolant in rocket engines, nuclear plants, and MRI scanners. Analysts expect demand for the commodity to grow. In Saskatchewan, companies are counting on it as the province tries to position itself as a global supplier of helium. Allison Dempster, CBC News, Mancoda, Saskatchewan.